Oh, let's go. Let's get to it. Hey, Tasha, how
Good
are you?
evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. We just gonna hope that the saints of batteries comes through.
Yes, we are.
Yes, right. We are having a couple of technical difficulties tonight, but we're gonna get through it.
I hope so.
Yes, yes, because right now you look like you held hostage in a cave, and I know that's not the case. Woo, you look like a hostage.
Do I? Do I look hot or something? What you trying
No,
to say?
you're just on a blank white wall. You know what I mean? Like in a lamp. It's all good. It's all good. All right, Tasha. Tonight, what do you want to do with the time you have left? Good evening, everybody who is joining us this evening. We've been away. Hey, Gangsta E, good evening. Hope to see you. Looking forward to seeing you soon. We've been away. I hope everyone had a good, happy holiday.
Did
you?
I did. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was a long drive, but we went and came back, and we good to go.
Yeah. It was fantastic over here. Family is a blessing, always. So, Tasha, the question tonight: what do you want to do with the time you have left?
Live. Really live.
Amen.
Yeah.
I mean, you are really coming on like a huge accomplishment, finishing your second master's degree. So, I mean, you've had a lot of your time taken up. Hijacked. Well, given away. You gave it away.
I did give it away.
Right. You're getting your time back. If anyone understands really if this question is any more poignant than anybody, it's you. What do you want to do now that you're getting this free time? Like, what is it that you want to see yourself accomplish?
I want to see my kids. I want to spend some time with them and really get to know their little personalities. Not that I haven't spent time with them, but when I'm in the office in the evenings doing homework, I'm missing things, right? Like little moments that are really important. And so I'm looking forward to spending more time with my kids.
Yeah, good. Hey, hi, Gail. So good to see you. So good to see you. I mean, I really feel like I'm excited to learn, to put into practice what I've learned thus far in life, right? And I was listening to someone and they were 1,000% correct, is that God has 100% track record, a 100% track record.
Right.
And so it's like the challenge was, what would you do if you had that? If prior to you learning this, you had sort of a scared mentality, woulda, could, should, what would you do if you just embrace the fact that God has 100% track record? What would you do?
Who, me?
Well, no, that's where I'm at.
Posed to you. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm saying that's where I'm at. That's what I want to. That's what I want to do with the time that I have left.
Love it. I mean, so my first answer, was to spend time with my kids. I'm also looking forward to quiet space in my brain for a little bit, right? I don't want to have to really think about anything. I love the space that you've been in the past couple of months, listening for God and dreaming and, ready to move forward into what's next. And so I'm also looking forward to using my time for quiet and listening and dreaming and writing, reading, and running.
Listen, okay. You tried it. So listen, and this is a perfect time for people. I mean, we're coming into the end of the year. It's the perfect time. I'm going to ask those who are joining us, what are you looking to do with the time you have left, right? We get to a certain point. We've given so much time, so much of our energy to other people, other things, careers, families. Sometimes, particularly post-pandemic, people to really reevaluate. It's the great reassessment, right? That's what we're. The great reassessment is going on in life. We had a lot of people leave what they were doing, their careers and their workforce, saying, "Look, I got time is too short." People have lost close ones. I have. And you reevaluate what's truly important and how you want to spend your time. So it's a great time for everyone. It's always a great time at the end of the year as you're going into the new year. But this is a conversation that we wanted to have with folks because, yeah, the great reassessment is going on. And so if you don't know where you are and you don't know where you want to be, we have some questions that we can ask, that you should ask yourself. Everyone should be asking themselves these questions. The first question, what's the one thing you're doing? I see you trying to read it. It's a little small font tonight. It's a little, listen, my glasses are on too. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about me. All right. What's the one thing you're doing right now? Not because it's true in your heart, because you feel it's expected of you. Ooh, there are a lot of people in that position.
Yeah. Can you think of something that you're doing?
That I'm doing it because it's expected of me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm paying my bills. I mean,
it's not true to your heart. You pay your bills.
No, it ain't. Dang nabbit, Amazon. No. Paying. Listen, I have to go to work each day. I don't get to live a life of complete luxury without consequence. And I don't like the consequences that come without working, so I'm going to go with working so I can live a certain level of lifestyle. But I would love not to have to work. I would love to just kind of have my day to myself, to do what I want, to serve and give where I want. That's what about you?
Nothing came flooding to my mind.
Well, listen, I'm going to give you a pass. Listen, you haven't had a whole lot of space
for much of anything, right? I've been able to say no to a lot of things. Nope, I can't do that. Can't do it. Nope, doesn't fit.
Gail says, relax and getting past the rhetoric in the country. That one. Gangsta E says, I want to travel and see my grandchildren as much as I can.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
That is. And so I guess Gail's saying nothing to know. What's the one thing you're doing right now? Not because it's true to your heart, but because you feel it's expected. And she's saying nothing. Well, retirement brings that.
It does, right? The blessed life.
The blessed life. I appreciate it more and more every day. All right, question number 2. We should be asking ourselves, right? What's one courageous change you'd like to make to be more true to yourself in terms of how you spend your time? These are great questions. We didn't come up with these questions. We got this from just doing research and just wanting to grow more and expand more, but it's certainly what's going to be part of our planning for 2023 as accountability partners, for sure.
So for me, one courageous change that I'd like to make to be more true to myself in terms of how I spend my time. The first thing that came to mind for me was saying what's on my mind all the time.
Oh, girl, you had a difficult time saying it right there. Jesus.
Right. I have become a little more filtered in my older age, and sometimes saying what I want to say in the moment for me is courageous in certain areas in my life. And so it speaks to just being courageous in general, but about how I spend my time, I think I'm a pretty good owner of my time.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part. Yeah, I give obviously to my family, but I definitely take for myself.
No question about it. All right. Gates E says, having your day to yourself is the best ever. Retirement is the best.
Just rub it in, why don't you? Okay.
Come on. A courageous thing I'd like to change. I think I'm in the midst of planning it, right? I believe that something you always like to say, greater, later, greater.
Yeah.
Is that what you said, right? I believe that I'm on the verge of doing some really cool, great stuff, and just being courageous enough just to say yes to all the opportunities that are presenting
Nice.
themselves. That's where I'm at. And so that's one thing I'm actively doing. And it's new for me, right? Because I, in many ways, want to think about things, and I am fairly cautious. Uh,
I'm here to support you in the yes.
Yeah. And so me embracing the yes, right? Me embracing and being courageous with God has 100% track record. Let's go. That's where I am. Is there anything that you ladies watching, or anyone who's watching, because we have a few watchers here, who Troy Johnson, what's going on, Troy?
Always the people from the past.
Listen, I have wonderful people. All right. Troy Johnson says, putting activity and exercise up front. Got to get back to experiencing more cultural activities and getting back to my love for cycling. Yeah. Troy is a major anchor. Let me just say that. He's a major anchor, television anchor.
Troy.
Yeah, okay. Troy is out here. So we got big folks in the audience. I'm with you, Troy. I haven't been on my bike in about 3 years.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's been about 3 years.
You used to ride.
I used to ride, hurt my back, and I sat down. And yeah, the cultural activities. COVID took away from the cultural activities. Right? I just got something in the mail from the African American Museum, like becoming a sponsor. And I'm like, yeah, I miss going. And there's some new exhibits that I want to be a part of. So I'm with you on that, Troy.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, Gangsta E says, once you get to saying yes, it becomes easier and easier. I'm here for it. I'm definitely here. Troy says, this isn't my first time watching you two. Okay.
Hey, Troy.
Oh, love when you get together and do the, oh, Troy. Oh. I think Troy's like in Mississippi. Troy, you in Mississippi or Alabama? I think it's Mississippi or it's Alabama. It's one of them. It's the same to me, but I love you. I love it all. I love it all.
Great.
All right. Number 3, what's one action step you can take now to start making that change happen? This is where it is. This is rubber meets the road. This is what we talk about in being accountable to one another, right? What is it? What's that one thing?
I think for me, it's the social accountability. Saying it out loud, that this is what I want to do. And so if I'm not doing it in that moment, the person on the other end can say, what you thinking? What you got to say? I know you just thought of something. Say it. Spit it out. Right?
Yeah.
How about you?
The one thing I can take now is to start me. I think I'm doing it. And that's what I see opportunities, just pursuing the opportunities. We talked about this. Oh, Jackson, Mississippi. Yes, Jackson, yeah, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah, it's all the same.
Said that too many times. Okay, go ahead.
So when we talked about this some weeks ago, for me, where I'm at is that when I see an opportunity, just moving forward towards it, like, and having my neck on the swivel for opportunities. Like I would hear stuff before, but I wasn't like acting. And so again, I'm here to not leave anything left on the table. So when I leave this earth, I just want to have opened every box that God has for me. I just want to explore everything, live to my greatest and my greatest potential.
And I think the point is also to do something, right?
Yes, it's
like, what's one step that you can take. We're not asking you to, or suggesting that you have to fulfill the entire goal in one moment, right? But what's one thing that you could do towards the change that you want to see?
Yeah. Let's talk about accountability and how that plays into this. Because first of all, I look forward to you. I'm so glad. Tasha is, for everyone who's watching, Tasha is graduating with her second master's degree. She's getting an MBA from North Carolina A&T. Super excited, super proud, super happy. I have missed my accountability partner though. She's been busy. I am
tired. I'm just gonna sleep for the rest of the year.
You can sleep for the rest of the year, but girl, I need you come January 1. We got things to do. I miss you. But let's talk about accountability and how accountability works in this when taking that action step? How does it work?
Part of it is the transparency and the sharing and the vulnerability, right? I have to be able to tell you what it is that I want to do and where I struggle in making it happen. I think a lot of times people don't achieve their goals and they don't take that first step because there's some fear involved, right?
Right.
And if I share that with you, you're able to help me work through it.
Right. And that's what we do with our clients as well, right? So it's really getting down to your point, the vulnerability, to understanding that this is a safe space, that we can and will support you. And whether you do it with us or with someone else, but someone that you can have as we like to say, someone who holds your hand through the process. Because there are things, as you are being courageous, right? There are things that you're going to feel that maybe you're used to sort of falling back from, that you're maybe used to running away from, that you don't want to face. But having someone that's accountable with you, to say, you can do it. Nope. Don't do what you used to do. Do something different. That's where the power comes. And that's where you see the real change and all the blessings that you want to see.
Yeah. I think it also helps to have another perspective, right? We often talk about being so close to a situation that we make things larger than they should be. I was trying to think of like the colloquialism that goes along with it, but I couldn't think.
You ain't got none of that.
Anthill out of a molehill, a molehill out of an anthill.
Easy. Stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. Girl, I just said you got an MBA. Stop it. Don't do it. You're taking it away. Stop.
But the additional perspective is very helpful because you can take the fear out of things for me. I can take the fear out of things for you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You can show me that it's not as big, I think, to your point that you're making, it's not as big as I'm imagining it, or I'm feeling it, or whatever my past has told me it is, right? You can possibly speak common sense where I'm thinking emotional. And so that's extremely helpful.
I am the common sense partner.
Yes. I don't know that that's what I said, but sure. Really don't know that that's what I said, but okay. Yes. Yeah. I mean, and that's the important thing about having an accountability partner. I skipped over Gail. Gail said, I learned how to say no, and it's very freeing. That's that retirement life.
Man. I mean, yes, it is. Although, I mean, I can imagine that Gail was very much a knower. No, before retirement.
It's safe to say.
Safe to say.
I don't know that anyone's saying, Gail was a pushover. I don't think those were ever mentioned in life. They weren't. All right, so let's just go over what we've discussed tonight, because when you're trying to figure out what it is that you want to do with the time that you have left, you need to ask yourself 3 serious questions. 1, what's the one thing you're doing right now, not because it's true in your heart, but because you feel like it's expected of you? And take some time. And it's okay if you don't have the answer. Take some time and figure what that is. Number 2, what's one courageous change you'd like to make to be more true to yourself in terms of how you spend your time? These are really good questions, very thought-provoking questions, and nothing that you should rush through. And number 3, what's one action step you can take now to start making that change happen? First thing I'm gonna say is get an accountability partner.
Yeah. Second thing I'll say is take the time. Like you said, we have to be thoughtful about this. It's not going to all reveal itself in one conversation. You have to spend some time. So that's what I said. I'm looking forward to spending some time with myself and quiet and being able to listen so that I can share with you.
Yeah, I've been doing it the last couple of months, and it's been really good. It's been really good. And so if you want to learn how we can support you, we are the AQ Partners. We are accountability coaches. We've been accountability partners for over 10 years, 11 years probably at this point. And it's just helped us tremendously. So if you want to learn more about us, please go to our website, theaqpartners.com. You can follow us on Instagram at AQ_partners and on Facebook at AQ Partners. I hope to see you soon.
I hope to see you soon as well.
Yes. I want to say good night to everyone. Really, it's time to push ourselves to new limits.
Talk soon. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks.